Salve, anyways, this is the George McPhee, and I'm grading his Vegas Knights draft history. And he only has 3 drafts, 2017, 2018, 2019, because a lot of people claim Vegas didn't draft well, whatever. Drafted well enough to trade players. So we'll start. You probably can't really see that, but in 2017 he drafted Cody Glass. And that I'm going to rate a C-, because a 6th overall pick, but that's the latest expansion team ever drafted. But basically, Gabe Velarde has 23 goals already, and this guy has 23 goals in his career, so that's not a good sign. Gabe Velarde played more games than this guy, so he hasn't really panned out. But Nick Suzuki, the 13th overall pick, I will have to give this guy an A+. I'm not a big fan of him, but he has almost 300 games, 75 goals, and he's the captain of Montreal. Wasn't a good trade, but you figure he's the 13th pick, so is he better than Gabe Velarde? I don't think so, but 75 goals is more than probably all the goals that Blake the Mistake has drafted. Then Erik Brannstrom, undersized, 5'8", 5'10", that he's listed at. He's less than 5'10". 190 games, 4 goals, 49 points, so I'd say he's a C-. He's like a 4 bust, you know, that type of guy, or a Toby Bajon foot for like the Kings, you know, not really a guy that's any good. But this one, 2017, 34th overall, Nicolas, Hague, 6'6" defenseman, 13 goals, Stanley Cup winner. I will have to rate this guy an A+, very good pick. Then the 62nd pick, Jake Leschyshyn, 76 games, 2 goals, 6 points in his career. I have to give that a C-. Same draft, 3rd round, 65th overall, Jonas Rondberg from Denmark. I'm going to give him a C. 43 games, 2 goals. He could still pan out. Maxim Zukov, the goalie, 96th overall, F. 5th round, 127th overall, Lucas Elevens. I give him an F. Jim Dugan, no. Hacksaw Jack Dugan, 2017, 5th, 142. I give him an F. Nick Campoli, I got to give him an F. But 2017, Jiri, Patera, 161st overall, which he actually got this in the trade from Buffalo. His 2 games he won that he played this year, actually, for Vegas in their Stanley Cup winning team. So I'm going to give Jiri, Patera at least a C+. Definitely C+. Then the 7th round, 189, Ben Jones, 2 games. I give him a C. He's on Calgary now. 2018 wasn't a good draft. I'd say 2017 was a B+. That was a decent draft. 2018, 61st overall, Ivan Morozov. I got to give him an F. 4th round, 99th overall, Slava Demin. I'm giving him an F. So I'd probably say this is about an average draft, because in the 4th round, 115th overall, got welcome back Cotter. Welcome back, Cotter. Up your nose with the rubber hose. Basically, in 62 games, he has 15 goals, which ain't bad. He's almost like a reverse Byfield, because he only has like 5 assists. Byfield would have like 5 goals. And, you know, he has almost all assists, no good. But, yeah, so Paul Cotter, he's a good player. I think he's going to pan out. But then, 5th round, 135, Brandon Krause, I got to give him an F. But 2018, 5th round, 154, Connor Corcoran. He's a right-handed shot defenseman, about 6'3". He scored 20 goals in the ECHL. Like the year before, so I give him a C+. Peter Dubilante, 180th pick, 6th round, I give him an F. Last I saw he was on Pittsburgh. 6th round, 185, Xavier Bouchard, I got to give him an F. Jordan Cooey, 2018, 28 F. But then 2019, Peyton Krebs, I got to give him a C-. I don't think he's a good player, but you can see he only has 16 goals. Welcome back Cotter already has 15 goals in 62 games. So Peyton Krebs, but he was good enough to trade, so I can't fault him that, because he was good enough to trade in the Eichel trade, which got him their center. All these guys they drafted at center didn't pan out. 2nd round, 2019, 41st overall round, Caden Korstak. He plays 11 games, 2 assists, but I am going to give him a C+. I've seen him play. I think he's decent. 2019, 3rd round, 79th pick, Pavel Dorofeyev, 7 goals, 9 points in 20 games. That's not bad. I'm going to give him a C. Yeah, he's a C. And then Leighton Ahok, basically I give him a C. He's 3rd round pick, 86th overall. Then the 110th overall, Ryder Donovan, I got to give him an F. Isaiah Sayville, he might still pan out, but I'm going to give him an F for now. Marcus Calanchieli, he might pan out, but for now he's an F. Mason Primo, I'm going to give a C. I think Mason Primo might do alright. So yeah, you can see basically these are the George McPhees. These are all the guys that he's drafted. Cody Glass hasn't been too great, but just take a quick look at the Vegas Knights thing, because he doesn't get much credit. Now, Jack Eichel was a trade. He was able to draft enough players where he could get Eichel in a trade. Mark Stone, another trade. He drafted enough players. William Carlson, expansion draft. March Chasseau, the MVP. Conn Smythe, expansion draft. Riley Smith is listed as signed, but he was part of the trade. They didn't want to pay, basically, March Chasseau for Florida, so they got Smith too in a trade. So that was really an expansion trade. Nicolas Raw was a good trade. Stephen Chandler wasn't his trade, but that was a good trade. William Carrier, vital player, expansion draft. Colasar, trade. Paul Cody was a trade. Waiver claim by Mario. There you have Paul Derriere, he was a draft. Fred Howden was signed. Ivan Barbashev was a trade from a first-round pick that they had. Teddy Bluger's another trade. Phil Kessel signed. Then they signed Petrangelo. They signed Martinez is listed as signed, but he was a trade. Shea Theodore, that was another trade because of the expansion. McNabb they took him in the expansion draft. White Cloud was signed, but he was pretty much like an expansion type guy. You know, he's there. But Nicholas Hague, another guy, there was a draft pick. First draft, boom, he's got a cut. Ben Hutton, a signed guy. Draft guy, Colasar, Patchell is listed as signed. So I would say George McPhee, I would give him a B overall for his drafting. Because you can see, these basically, this is all the guys he's drafted. But look, all the guys that's been drafted by McCrimmon, none of the guys McCrimmon has drafted have played in the NHL as of yet. So McCrimmon hasn't really drafted well, but granted he hasn't had the same picks. So he hasn't been great in the draft, but he's been decent. I'd say a B overall. The first draft was probably a B+. Then he didn't have much picks in the next draft, so that's probably like a C. And this is probably about a C+ maybe. He had a pretty decent draft. I don't like Peyton Krebs. I remember he couldn't even walk to the podium, so I didn't really like that pick at the time. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, so this is, I wanted to grade him. I'm going to do his trades next because that really sets it all in. But anyways, thanks and take care.